still getting rejected by women. While other men are building connections easily, you're left wondering what's wrong with you. Here's the brutal truth they don't want you to know. Attraction isn't about looks, money, or pickup lines. It's about something much deeper. Something Epictetus mastered 2,000 years ago while chained as a slave. You've tried everything, the dating apps, the pickup lines, the expensive clothes. You've studied every dating guru, maybe even spent thousands on coaching. Yet, here you are. Another rejection, another night alone, another hit to your confidence. You're starting to believe it's just who you are. But what if everything you've been taught about attraction is backwards? What if the strategies you're using are the exact reason you keep failing? Epictetus understood something modern men have forgotten. Born a slave in the Roman Empire, physically disabled, no wealth, no status. Yet he became one of the most influential teachers in history. How? He discovered the one thing that makes any man irresistibly attractive: unshakable inner authority. The Romans called it gravitas, that magnetic presence that commands respect without demanding it. The same principles that made Epictetus intellectually irresistible make any man romantically irresistible. Epictetus taught that everything falls into two categories: what's up to you and what's not up to you. Most men get this backwards with women. They focus obsessively on what's not up to them: her response, her interest, her decision. This creates desperate energy that women sense immediately. Here's the attraction principle. Women are drawn to men who are outcome independent. When you truly don't need her validation. When your worth isn't determined by her response. When you're genuinely okay whether she says yes or no. That's when you become magnetic. Think like a high-value man, not someone begging for scraps. A high-value man doesn't chase, he attracts. He doesn't prove his worth, he knows his worth. This is the first ancient principle. Your value isn't determined by her response. Most men hand over their self-worth to women like a gift. Epictetus would call this the ultimate slavery, being enslaved to someone else's opinion of you. Instead, adopt what I call the high-value question. Is she worthy of my time and energy? This isn't arrogance, it's self-respect. And self-respect is the foundation of all attraction. Epictetus taught something called preferential indifference. You can prefer one outcome over another, but you're not attached to either. Applied to dating, you can prefer that she says yes, but you're genuinely fine if she says no. This eliminates the desperate energy that kills attraction. When you approach a woman from preferential indifference, she senses you're not needy. You're not trying to get something from her. You're offering something to her. That shift in energy changes everything. Here's how this looks. Instead of, I hope she likes me, you think, I wonder if I'll like her. Instead of, how can I impress her? You ask, is she impressive? This isn't a technique. It's a genuine mindset shift that transforms how women perceive you. Most men let rejection devastate them. They take it personally, let it define them. This emotional weakness is obvious to every woman they meet afterward. Women can sense emotional fragility instantly. Ancient principle 2. Rejection doesn't define you. Your response to rejection defines you. When a woman rejects you, she's not rejecting your worth as a man. She's simply saying you're not compatible. Why would you want someone who doesn't want you? Practice this. When you get rejected, immediately think, good. She wasn't right for me anyway. Not as a coping mechanism, but as truth. A woman who doesn't want you is literally not right for you. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you perceive what happens to you. Most men perceive dating as a battlefield where they're likely to lose. This creates fear, which creates desperation, which repels women. Reframe dating through the high-value lens. You're not trying to win her over. You're evaluating mutual compatibility. You're not hoping she chooses you. You're deciding if you choose her. Healthy relationships require mutual choice. When you approach women from this frame, everything changes. Your body language shifts. Your conversation becomes more genuine. Your energy becomes more attractive. Because you're not performing, you're being authentic. Here's your daily practice. Morning discipline. Remind yourself, my worth is not determined by any woman's response to me. I am evaluating compatibility, not begging for approval. When you get rejected, practice preferential indifference. She wasn't right for me. I'm grateful she was honest. Next, before talking to any woman, set your intention. I'm curious about her, not desperate for her approval. Here's the truth Epictetus knew. The man who needs nothing from you is the man you want everything from. When you stop needing women's validation, you become worthy of their admiration. When you stop chasing, you become worth chasing. This isn't a strategy. It's a way of being. And it works because it's based on genuine self-respect and emotional strength. But here's what separates the men who actually transform from those who just watch videos. Action. Most men will watch this, nod along, then do absolutely nothing. Don't be most men. Subscribe to Sanctuary of Stoic Wisdom right now if you're done being average. Comment and like if you're ready to stop chasing and start attracting. And here's the real test. Share this video with one friend who needs to hear this truth. Most men are too weak to call out their friends. Are you? The men who follow Sanctuary of Stoic Wisdom don't just consume content, they apply it. They see real results in their dating life, their confidence, their entire approach to relationships. Thank you for watching. I genuinely hope this helps someone out there who's struggling with self-confidence. In the next video, I'll be breaking down how ancient Stoics handled social anxiety.